Hello everybody and welcome to the episode of Pokemon 3Ds where we're going to defeat the final, hopefully defeat, the final gym leader of the Heaven region. It's going to probably be a fairly short episode. Hopefully I won't mess up the gym puzzle. I don't think I will, but I probably will, let's be honest. Let's take a quick look at our team. Full disclosure here, I did not actually manually grind them this time. Usually I would, because usually I think like even the couple of EVs you get from that do also make a difference, and it's just fair to do. But this time I didn't, because as I said last episode, I've been very busy. I wouldn't have had time to do both the grinding and the recording of this episode and then also edit and upload it. So I decided let's scrap the grinding and let's Pokehax them all 1 or 2 levels up to level 45. They were very close anyway. They were at no real risk of dying to begin with, and most of them are at max EVs anyway. So I don't think anybody... one of them actually got a new move. Mickey didn't. Deus didn't. Blaze had the opportunity to learn Slash, but obviously I couldn't get rid of Fly. I mean, in Pokeax I could have, but let's be fair. It's an HM, so I don't even know where the move... for getting Dude is in Hoenn, honestly. And then Cerberus was already at level 45 because of the EXP share, which he's gonna keep having until at least level 51, where he learns Flamethrower and actually becomes useful. Then Silver actually learned Hydro Pump. It had Gust, I believe. Now Hydro Pump, and then Tien didn't change either. So that is the current state of our team. And with all of that, let's take on this gym. That's probably all we're going to be doing today, and also making it to Victory Road. We'll be doing Victory Road itself in the next episode, most likely. Again, because I am a little bit short on time, the episodes might be slightly shorter than they usually would be. I mean, last episode was like 17 minutes, I think. This one's probably going to be about 15 to 20 minutes as well. Victory Road might even be a little bit shorter, to be honest. And then the Elite Four episode will probably be a full-length episode, because that's 5 really difficult battles back to back to back to back to back. Back to back to back to back to back. That's exactly right. And then the Steven episode, just like the Red episode, will be somewhat significantly shorter, because it's not that difficult. It's not that long. It will probably be very difficult. That being said, Leader Aaron, how are you doing with your Anorith at level 44? This is going to be a problem. I can feel it. You start off with Protect, because why the hell wouldn't you? You do your second Protect in a row. Eventually, you're going to be unable to use Protect, and a Thunderbolt really should take you out on one shot, right? Wait a second, you're not a Water type? Wait, what? I thought you were a Water type. Apparently you're not. So let's go into Deus here. I still don't have a Psychic type, but I do need to remind myself every now and then that Poison is not only weak to Psychic. For some reason, I still don't understand why, but I'm kind of happy about it right now. Poison also is weak to Ground. Or is it Rock? I think it's Ground. It's Ground. So you're probably going to minimize, which... Earthquake is 100% accuracy, not a guaranteed hit. So that might be problematic. If you have a leftovers, it's probably still going to be in a range where you're going to use a potion. So let's Surf to deal a little bit of damage. Then he can get some back from leftovers, because fuck me, I guess. And then again, Earthquake him again and take him out. He might minimize again now, which starts being an issue, because Earthquake by all accounts should be a guaranteed hit move. Because how the hell are you going to avoid an Earthquake? You're just not. But I do understand that I think when Earthquake was introduced back in Gen 1, guaranteed hit moves did not actually exist yet. So I guess they never bothered to change it. I think Surf, with all the boosts I get, is more powerful than Earthquake. We've done the math on that before, and I think it worked out in our favor. The only difference being is I think Earthquake is a physical move, whereas Surf will be a special move. So that might... You also have leftovers. Oh, you have a citrus berry. Okay. I was going to say, does everybody in your team have leftovers? Because I'm not entirely sure that is legal. Actually, it might be legal now I think about it. Is there a restriction on how many times you can give the same item? I mean, in like competitive scenes. Obviously, in just the game like this, there's no restriction like that. Other than you can only get one of most of the hell items in the game to begin with. But yeah, a Pelipper shouldn't be that big of a deal. Thunderbolt is probably you're gonna protect, because of course you are. Thunderbolt is going to one-shot you. You're not a particularly bulky Pokemon. It's Quarterfactive, it's Stab, it's Thunderbolt, it's a Raichu. There's a lot of things going on here, okay? Crobat, let's stay in and use another Thunderbolt, because Crobat, while being more bulky and being level 46, probably can't do anything against me either. And I'm thinking 2 Thunderbolts should take out this Crobat, probably not 1. But okay, I took it out on 1 Thunderbolt. Man, Mickey, I fucking love you. You're amazing. And then we end with a God of War, which... Cerberus, I think this might be like your first actual useful situation where you've been in battle. Please do not fuck this up. If you fuck this up, I'll be upset. I do outspeed. Feigned Attack actually does the same amount of damage as Bite, but Bite can flinch, so I should have used Bite. That actually does a lot of damage. I didn't think it would do that much damage, because Cerberus isn't particularly the best Pokemon, I'm very sorry. I just don't have any better Dark types at the moment, anyway. So that was the 8th gym. We have all of the badges in the home region. There's only 6 more trainers standing between us and Gen 4. Well, and then there's also everybody in Victory Road, which, technically speaking, could be an issue because they're randomized. But let's be honest, they're not as big of a deal. They have not been added to be made more difficult like the Elite Four, which I think the Elite Four, the Champion and Steven all have customized competitive movesets and potentially even teams. I don't know if the Pokemon themselves, they've been randomized obviously. I don't know if after they've been randomized, when the ROM was added, I don't know if those teams have also like been put together in such a way that they are a good team as well, or if it's just all the Pokemon that got randomized into have gotten their like top tier competitive movesets and like IV and EV spreads and all that kind of stuff. I don't know to what degree. I'm assuming at least Steven is a fully customized battle to make it as difficult as humanly possible. I don't know about the Elite Four and the Champion though. I guess we'll find out, not next episode, but the episode after that. We're going to buy a couple more Ultra Balls here. Let's buy 20, just because, and then a lot of Hyper Potions as well. Let's buy 20 of those as well, because I am not going into the Elite Four, or Victory Road for that matter, underprepared this time. So let's dive down here, and we already got an encounter. I don't remember what it was, actually. And we're going to go to Evergrande City. Also, my voice crack. Wow. I haven't been using my voice a lot lately, so I figured I'm going to have less issues with voice cracks and stuff. But maybe because I haven't been talking much, it's like out of practice. Is that how voices work? I don't know how voices work. I literally have not been talking at all. I've been like I was on a Discord call with some friends like last night, but before that, I mean, I did some voice memos on WhatsApp to a friend, but other than that, I think it might, like, in the last week, I might have only talked during recording, which is a little bit sad. But I've been so focused on my work that I just put on like a podcast and then I go work away, because all the work I've been doing, most of the work I've been doing, has been purely visual, and nothing in there required me to listen to the audio I've been working with, because there has been no audio. I think this might have been a new route. Everground City definitely is a new area, and Vanomoth. You know what? We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot. I wouldn't mind a Vanonat, I guess. What am I gonna call you? Vanonat kind of looked like a furry to me. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because it's literally furry and like cuddly and stuff. Where's the R? I think that's how you spell furry. I don't remember. We're probably never going to use Venomoth or Venonat, and once it evolves into a Venomoth, it's better than Slam. Why would we ever want to use Slam? Is the question, right? Only against like other water types? Types we don't have any like offensive move for. But if there's a water type out anyway, we can use Earthquake, right? Or we have a different Pokemon out to begin with. Slam doesn't have any strategical benefits to our moveset at the moment. While Waterfall, we probably won't use it anyway, because if we're using a water type move, we'd be using Surf. But we need to do it for HM purposes, so I could have given it to Silver, I suppose, but Silver actually has a pretty decent moveset as it is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and catch our encounter for... You know what? Let's go through Victory Road today. I don't have Flash, I don't think. Hold on a moment, do I have Flash? I don't have Flash. This is going to be interesting. Our encounter for Victory Road is going to be... Oh! I don't know if we've had a Zubat or Golbat yet. I don't think we've had one. So let's try... I'm going to use the speed button a lot more now that I've decided to... I don't even need to use Thunder Wave. That is grand. That's amazing. This is our last capture for the entire series. No, for this entire generation. This is the last capture we can get. This is Victory Road. So you better stay easy. You did. I don't know. I'm going to go back and check if we've had a Zubat or Golbat. Because I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to call you... I don't know why. Karen memes have been going back up for some reason. I don't know why. They kind of died off, right? They kind of died off over the course of last year, but now that everybody's like really desperately trying to get back to last year, I suppose, because 2020 sucks. I guess people are also reusing old memes. Oh. I'm sorry, Furby. We already had your child. I think these are... no, this is the dead box. This is the illegal box. So we can go back and catch a different Pokemon for the encounter in Everground City itself. But do we have anything here? We already had a Zubat. I thought we did. Okay, so both encounters we can actually redo. Because both of them were actually illegal captures. So let's start with the Everground City one. Because I think we're only going to... Casper. Okay, so probably the catch list up here and down here are just different then. Are they? I'm fairly certain we did catch you because you are what Mewtwo turned into in Gen 1. That's Fish. Oh, a Mantine! That is interesting because you're going to be difficult to catch. Your catch rate isn't that low, that high. And I can't damage you, so there might be like no way for me to actually get you. Because you're level 9. That's a wasted encounter. I'll be honest with you. I would have liked a Mantine. It's not a great Pokemon, but I really, for some reason, sometimes those Pokemon that you just like, even though they're not actually good at all. Oh, this is also a interesting fight. Pokemon Trainer Random stands out in the Azumarill. We're going to annihilate you. And then an Encarta. Wait. Whoa. Since when is an Encarta a ground type? It probably... I would probably use camouflage or something like that, right? You took that remarkably well. How? Okay, I need to go into Blaze and just, well, blaze you into oblivion, because that shouldn't have... Come on, what is it with Groudon? What is it with Groudon in this fucking generation? This is, I think, the 4th Groudon we've run into so far. That's stupid. And I mean, there's been plenty of Pokemon we've run into more than 4 times in trainer battles, right? So there's no reason for me to get upset at Groudon showing up that much, because statistically speaking, we've had way more unlikely things. But Groudon is actually a threat. It's actually an issue. That being said, I didn't pay much attention to taking out Groudon because we've done it before so many times at this point that it doesn't even seem that dangerous to me anymore. Swallows. Let's go back into Deus, which might actually be scary due to my low HP. Swallow is fairly bulky, so you probably, yeah, you can take that. Stockpile's not going to matter because I take you out with another Earthquake. And with that, we've taken out Pokemon Trainer Random. And we're going to go right the fuck back to the Pokemon Center. If we run into anything on the way, we can capture it because the Crobat was not a legitimate capture. And the rest of this episode is pretty much being played in speed button mode. A Beautifly. I guess that's something. I don't really mind, but it's gonna be not that difficult to catch, and it gives me the opportunity to get either a Beautifly or a Dustox next generation, because I'm going to use the data from this Pokemon and not just make an entirely new Wurmple. This Beautifly is going to turn back into a Wurmple, but there is a distinct possibility that the stat distribution that chooses whether you go into Silcoon or Cascoon actually for this Beautifly would make it into a Cascoon if it were a Wurmple. If that makes any sense. Due to just like nature and stuff. So I'm gonna call you... I'm gonna call you Random. Just because we just beat Random. And we also don't know what you're gonna turn into. And then we're going to... I know we're very close to Pokemon Center, but we just ran back and I can't be fucking bothered to do that again. So we're just going to use a Hyper Potion on Mickey. And Groundin, very glad we didn't run into you. Okay, the next one up is going to be dying, like, very quickly. I was going to say, it's going to be a Solrock, but not even worth my time. I will, by the way, try to... I would have liked a Regirock. I will, by the way, try to actually do the manual grinding between this episode and the next one for the Elite Four, because obviously that is the Elite Four, that's the Pokemon League. I'm upset. Okay, I did that the exact wrong way around. I don't like... Well, it's not like I don't like, but I have difficulty with the Hoenn Victory Road to begin with, and I usually end up having Flash when I go into here, because it's a pain to do without Flash. That being said, it's probably just because, even though Pokemon Emerald and with that Gen 3 were my first Pokemon games, I've actually not played it that many times, all things considered. So I probably just haven't gotten used to this version of Victory Road, and I might have just put myself into a corner. What is this corner even about? Because both of these are... Oh. Look, I might have to go back and get Flash from wherever you get Flash from. I am not actually sure. to be honest. Oh, I think this might be a... I think I might be going in the right direction, purely on instinct. That would be amazing. I also forgot that I have the run button. Not only a turbo button, I actually have a built-in in-game run button, which I probably should be using more than the... What are you sending out? Oh, Corsola, that's... At least you're not a should have read that. At least you're not a Cursula, because, man, the Galarian Corsola and especially Cursula are actually a pain in the ass. Like, a very, very big pain in the ass sometimes. This has to be an optional path to an item, right? Yeah, because as soon as one of those types of strength puzzles is involved this far into, like, the dungeon itself, I always assume that it's... We have to go down before we can go up. That's right. I always assume that it's an optional path, because why the hell would you ever make a possibility for somebody to lock themselves out of the exit that far in, and then also have the possibility of them not being able to go back to the start of the dungeon because they've gotten lost. That is just bad dungeon design. That's not what this game did, luckily. Still annoyed that electric types can get paralyzed to begin with. Also, full restores might not have been a bad idea. I might get me some full restores before going into the Elite Four. We should have plenty of... Yeah, Earthquake would have been a bad idea. We should have plenty of money after this entire... Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. After this entire thing in Victory Road, because we're getting like 2,000 plus a trainer we face, and we're facing quite a lot of trainers. We're going to be facing quite a lot of trainers, I should say, probably. Do I have a revival herb? Yeah, that's not going to be too useful, is it? Do I have anything else? Berries? Do I have... no. I think Mickey is just going to have to live with the fact that it's paralyzed now. Which means that it's not going to be in front of the party anymore, and instead we're going to... Let's lead with Blaze. We haven't really used Blaze that much in this playthrough yet, which, fair enough, we did use it a lot in the playthrough we initially got it at, which was... I'd say playthrough, generation, whatever you'd like to call it, which was Gen 2. But we actually ran into a water type on the water, which for some reason felt really weird to me there for a second. Isn't there usually also Wailmer in here? I feel like the Wailmer is actually accurate to what you'd usually run into here. That might not be the case though, but I feel like it is. And I think we are very close to the end here, which actually is, for timing purposes, quite okay, because we are at 25 minutes into the episode. Shelgon is already a dragon type. It's just not a flying type. I sometimes have trouble remembering like middle stage evolution typings, because usually you only really bother with what typing is this eventually going to be, and then you're like, okay, it's eventually going to be a dragon flying type, but is it a dragon type or a flying type to begin with? And with Salamence that is fairly easy, because like its whole origin story of wanting to fly so badly, and then finally when it evolves into... Don't you dare hit yourself. When it evolves into a Salamence, it can finally fly, and it actually learns the move Fly as well. So that one is fairly easy to remember, but sometimes with dual typing final evolutions, I have a little bit of trouble remembering. We meet again. We meet again. It's going to be an interesting... I'm back here. Am I? I never can remember. This specific part always throws me off, because I never remember where I'm supposed to go. I think this... You know what? Let's just Ice Beam you with Deus. I don't like the fact that I'm getting paralyzed, because I don't have anything to deal with paralysis. And actually, I probably shouldn't be using the speed button as much, because I'm actually in potentially dangerous situations here. If you use Absorb, I was going to say, if you survive this and use Absorb, I'm dead. Okay. I've also got 2 rare candies, which I, in a pinch, could make good use of. Okay, I guess we're leading with Deus next up. Is this where we're supposed to be going? This might be the way we're supposed to be going. Whirlwind. But, I mean, if you're not going to let me run away and then whirlwind me away, I'm not going to complain. I really don't want to fight any of you. Double battle. Let's do the double battle. We haven't really had much trouble with any of the fights we've done so far, so let's take on the double battle. I feel like this is a mandatory battle, so we're going into the right direction. Surf and Vital Throw while I get a comment on another video. Something about pizza. I'm not gonna read comments while I'm recording. I have for some fucking Rayquaza! For some reason, I'm very sorry if that was loud. For some reason, when I reinstalled my Windows, I also allowed Chrome to send desktop notifications, which I don't recall saying yes to, but apparently I did. And now every time I get a comment or a like on a comment or anything YouTube related, I get a desktop notification, and it's really, really annoying. And I could probably turn it off, but it's also kind of useful. So I'm not entirely sure I want to turn it off. But sometimes I get like with the with last week's, well the last one that's been uploaded, because I'm recording this the day before it's supposed to go up. Like a couple of days ago, the Kingdom Hearts video got a lot of views very quickly, and like 2 or 3 comments within the first 10 minutes. At that point, it becomes annoying to get desktop notifications. I don't get that many comments usually, so it doesn't really become annoying. I get like 2, 3 a day maybe over my entire channel, which is like 2,000 videos, and then also the comments on other people's videos I place, which get liked and responded to. I get 2 or 3 of those notifications a day, so it's not that big of a deal, all things considered. I wonder, this actually is very dangerous! Good for experience is what I was gonna say. Oh, actually, that's really disappointing, the amount of experience Rayquaza as a legendary Pokemon gives you. Not gonna lie. I think Muk might actually give me more, because it has a lot of HP. Generally speaking, a lot of HP is equivalent to getting a lot of experience when you beat them. Look, I'm officially lost. Am I back? I'm back here. I'm just gonna cut ahead until I find where the hell I'm supposed to be, because otherwise this is gonna take forever. And usually, I wouldn't mind having to cut ahead. Oh no, you're not. Oh no, you're oh no. Thank you for not attacking me. That could have been horrible. Usually I don't mind having to cut ahead a little bit, because I like to keep the video length at a decent amount. But right now, it's not as much about the video length as it is about how long it takes me to make this video. So, and I don't want to leave off halfway through Victory Road with this episode, because that would be... Did I not fight you yet? How did I not fight you yet? That doesn't make any damn sense. See, we are facing a water type, like I said, and I can just use... Wait. Even Waterfall deals more damage against a water type. It's probably a special defense versus physical defense kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going to cut ahead until we find where the heck we're supposed to be, because I am officially very lost. I made it! I made it out! I made it out! Okay, that took about 5 minutes of me wandering around and just trying to apply general, let's not do that, general logic to how this would be laid out, and like trying to actually pay a little bit of cognitive attention to where have I been yet, where I haven't been yet, and all that kind of stuff. Like, just shutting up and allowing myself to think for a moment there really did help me quite a lot. So now let's end off this episode. I think that's at Magnemite. I think I should not have stayed in against the Magnemite. That was a bit of a bad idea, wasn't it? Because I can't do anything against Magnemite with Pikachu, Raichu, Mickey. And that's a double battle, which seems fitting. Okay, that's not a problem at all. Like, at all. I don't think Hoodoo is a psychic type, but might as well give it a shot. Well, critical hit, doesn't matter. And a Celebi, which potentially dangerous, but probably not that dangerous. Right. Yeah, it wasn't that dangerous. Celebi was actually one of my favorite Pokemon when I was younger. I don't really care for it that much anymore. But when I was younger, Celebi, one of my favorite Pokemon ever. So, next episode, we're going to take on the Elite Four and the Champion. Meaning that there's only 2 episodes left in Hoenn after this. The next episode where we take on the Elite Four. And then the Steven episode. And then we can finally get the Pokemon Platinum, which, as things are looking right now, is going to get a treatment similar to what we did in Gen 3 here, making the gyms and the rival fights and the Elite Four more challenging. Obviously, there's not going to be a final fight in the same way that there was in Gen 2 and 3, because the clear condition for Gen 4 is going to be getting Arceus, whatever. Or whatever it randomizes into, that is. Whatever is in the... what is it? Not the Hall of Fame, but the Hall of something. The special event that was never released. I'm going to, in Gen 4, hack in a Azure Flute and go up that very, very long, tall staircase and do that fight against a level 70 Pokemon. So, that one probably can't be randomized into a trainer battle, I'm assuming. So, but before we make that decision, maybe it's not a bad idea to actually take a look at what the Elite Four has in store for us, which I am very scared. I'm going to do a lot of grinding. I'm going to do it if I have the time available, which hopefully I do. I'm going to do at least part of it manually. If not, again, full transparency, I might poke hacks like the last couple of levels into it. There's not going to be any illegal movesets. There's not going to be any tampering with the IVs or EVs. It's just going to be increasing the levels so I have the stats that I would have otherwise always had anyway. Again, it's either that or potentially no episode for like a week. So, I'll see you all back next time. Until then, I'm a vlogger. You've been awesome. As always, bye.